Hello, amazing people. Yes, today I'm live. Is anyone on ready to join me on this topic this beautiful afternoon? Where are you watching me from? Hi, welcome. Yes, thank you for joining. My name remains Aya Jackson, and you're welcome to World Changer Parenting channel. Today, we are going to be talking about helicopter parenting, and I'm just super pumped and excited because this is a topic that I find really interesting, that has really been very useful to me and helpful on my parenting journey. So it's a good time to talk about this because so much is happening in today's world and we really want to get involved. So yes, please join me on this call today and let's have a discussion. It's not a monologue, like I always say. This is a dialogue, this is a conversation. It's a talk between me and you. And please leave comments in the comment section. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts on this, you know, because a lot of adults today have challenges with really standing up for who they are. There's increased stress where even at work, a lot of people need to be micromanaged, and all of this can be traceable to what is happening in the area of parenting. Okay. If you're with me on this one, say yippee, say yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm waiting for you to join me. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Yes, I'm super excited to have you here. So, yes, what is helicopter parenting really? What do you think helicopter parenting is about? Have you heard the term before? Do you consider yourself a helicopter parent? And what are the effects of this kind of parenting style? Does it have any effect? Does it matter how one parents? Does it really matter? We just want to know the truth about this conversation. So, yes, talk to me. Tell me, what do you think about helicopter parenting? Because for me, helicopter parenting is a term that has been used over the years, so it might not be a new thing for you, as it were, because it just talks about parents who are overly involved in their children's lives, constantly hovering around them, telling them what to do, what not to do, controlling their every move with the intention of, having a good heart, which is understandable. But when it comes to parenting, having a good heart is not enough. Having a good heart or having good intentions is no longer sufficient or enough to, get going for those who are looking to change the world, for those who are looking to do better, for those who want to leave this world better than they found it. You know, um, there is a famous saying that the miracle you may be delivering to the world is in the child you're raising. And I so much agree with that. So we might notice that a child is lacking the ability to be independent at a young age, and we're wondering what could be the issue. Children who struggle to develop their independence, who struggle to be self reliant, who struggle to be confident in themselves, because confidence, people just look at people who are confident and feel like, oh, you're just so confident. I'm not talking about arrogance, I'm talking about confidence. It's about how people have gained skills and they are able to independently carry out things successfully without stress, and they express that skill effortlessly. They express that skill after much practice. They express that skill in a very lovely manner. And so, um, if a child is lacking in confidence, it could be an indication of helicopter parenting, because the parents are always there making the decisions for the child. The parents are always protecting the child. They are always hiding them from being, exposed. we need to expose children to the reality of life. We are in the world, right? The world is real. So they need to know how real this world is. That's why we see a lot of adults who have the who lack the capacity to, you know, take charge, take control, because something inside of them is like that of a child that is not capable of, expressing itself or herself, himself or herself, without feeling controlled. And so they don't have the esteem, they don't have the confidence, the boldness to do what they really want to do. I really talk about a lot about the ability to cope, and I think it's not just about resilience, it's about just having that knowledge that I can do all things through him who strengthens me, and putting that knowledge to effect, to use, putting that knowledge to practical life, where yes, you know that this thing is working and we are ready to, do all the things that you proclaim you can do. It's not just about proclaiming. And that's why when it comes to Christianity, sometimes we think it's about, oh, making confessions and proclamations. It's beyond that. It's more about, first, about our belief system, and then our ability to take action, to do. Remember, it's not those who know, it is, or those who hear, it's those who do. So how much of a doer are we? It's about just starting to realize that sometimes we need to step back as parents. We need to step back and give children the opportunity to face challenges, whether they're adult children, whether they're teenagers, whether they're young learners. Give them the opportunity to face struggles, to face problems, to solve problems. When we become competent at doing things better, when we practice to do them. And that's why I keep saying it's all about practice. Thank you for joining me. I see you. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this channel. So we're talking about helicopter parenting. It's all about giving children the control, giving them the skills that they need, and enabling them, empowering them. We need to empower children to do and to be, to do and to be. And you can't do outside of who you are. And that's why we have to pay attention to the becoming of ourselves as people. Because sometimes you think it's parenting is about the child. No, it starts with us. It starts with you and I. It starts with what we stand for. Who are we? And when we come to realize that when we are parenting out of who we are, not based on um what we stand for or what we stand against, but based on who we are in God, who we are under the stewardship of God, then we know that what we stand for streams from who we are, because that's it's who we are that places importance on anything in life, right? And so in today's society, we see a lot of cases of increased anxiety, increased depression. We see a lot of cases of people with high levels of mental health challenges, and we're wondering what is happening. I keep saying it, and I'll keep talking about this because it's something I'm very passionate about. I'm sure you can tell, you know already. So high levels of parental control is leading to depression and anxiety in children, and children have mental health issues too. We only talk about, oh, mental health issues among adults, among older people, but do you know that even children have mental health issues? Yes, they do. And so in order for us to enable children to withstand the pressure, we need to help them understand that just as a gold has to go through in its raw form, has to go through, I mean, diamond in its raw form has to go through the cruelty of fire and gold has to be refined in the fire in order to shine, in order to be what it is. That's how they need to learn. That's how children need to gain skills. That's how children need to understand that there are certain things they have to start doing for themselves by themselves. And they are not doing it for us. They're not doing it for their parents. They're not doing it for me. They're not doing it for any other person. They're doing it for themselves. Because in the long run, the capacity is in the child. The greatness of the child is established, is, evident. And so children may become overly dependent on their parents for guidance and support, struggling to make decisions. The decision making is a skill, the capacity to make decisions. Sometimes we are like, oh, I need to hear from this person, I need to know what someone else thinks. But if we sit down and critically think, yes, critical thinking skills, decision making skills, those are skills, problem solving skills, those are skills that helicopter parenting will not permit. Those are skills that are hindered by the spirit of helicopter parenting. And so, when you notice a child becoming rebellion or is rebellious, it might just be an indication that that child has been exposed to helicopter parenting. Okay? Um, like I said, there are so many ways this affects parents, there are so many ways it affects the child. For the parents, you notice that as a parent, you feel stressed over parenting. You feel stressed because you're a parent, because you've got one child, because you got two children. You're stressed. Really? It doesn't have to be like that. You can have the time. You can feel refreshed. You can feel very vibrant and energetic just because you have children doesn't mean you should feel stressed all the time. The reason why a lot of parents are feeling stressed is because they are doing for the children a lot that the children can do for themselves. Children can do these things, but some parents just feel, oh, I don't have the patience. Oh, I have things, I am busy. I have things I need to do. These are the things I hear parents saying. But really, time is on our side. You and I have 24 hours in a day. And the way we decide to use the 24 hours is primarily up to us. The way we decide to use the 24 hours is primarily our responsibility, is primarily what we are doing. So talk to me. Talk to me. It's really amazing that a parent would say, oh, I'm stressed. These children are giving me headache. When there are better ways, when there are more efficient pathways to make life more meaningful and less stressful, less exhausting, less tiring, more empowering, and leading with peace and joy and ease and grace. Yes, it is possible. So today, I just want us to get the groundwork done in our understanding about what helicopter parenting is about, doing for the child, household chores. What are those things that a lot of parents even do? If you can just tell me, what are those things that parents do for children? Let's talk about them. Let's talk about it. What are those things? Tell me, tell me, tell me. What are those things parents do for children? Yes. I want to hear from you. What are those things that parents do for children in today's age and time? What are those things? Are they like dressing them up? Do you often always dress your children up? I'm always amazed when I hear parents of grown adults, 18, 19, 20, saying, oh, they have to monitor if the child is doing homework. Really? Mm. Anyway, when a parent child relationship is strained, that training may be a crack in the wall that has been made possible by helicopter parenting. The parent-child relationship is supposed to be fortified and strong, but when a child is resentful, when a parent feels suffocated by the actions of a child due to constant involvement, there's gonna be it's gonna be a power tussle. There's gonna be power struggle, and when there is power struggle, at the end of the day, it's almost as good as what are we doing? What's really happening here? Okay, so parents may miss out on opportunities for their own personal growth by, you know, being tied to their children's apron or their children being tied to their own apron. You get what I mean, right? And all of this at the end of the day, it just causes burnout. It just makes you it's very demanding. I don't know how it's more tasking to be lazy on this parenting journey. It's more heartbreaking, it's more worrisome because the consequences, the effect. Let's do the work that it takes. I know it takes a lot of work to be very deliberate, to change as a person, to change our approach, to change the things we have always done, to give our children room to be themselves. Yes, I believe that it is something that is achievable, and we have results. We are doing it. I'm doing it with my children. We have parents who have taken our courses who understand how this is done. Because in the long term, we want children who have capacity, who have the skills, who have what it takes. So, can we just break free from the circle? It is painful that, you know, we refuse to build trust with our children. We need to be able to show confidence in their ability, in what they can do, in how they manifest their talents, their own special strengths, their abilities, and stop judging them. Yes, will they make mistakes? Oh, of course. Everybody will make mistakes at one point or the other. Your child will make a mistake. Children will make mistakes. But the most important thing is that we give them room to shine, to stay, to be true on this journey. Because at the end of the day, trust will increase their self-confidence, will boost their esteem. Trust will provide them with the tools to be able to come back to you or to do the right thing even when you're not there. You know, we don't want our children to rely on their friends and rely on the internet for answers to the questions that they have burning in their hearts. But if we are going to do the right thing, if we are going to be the kind of parents that we need to be, then we're going to pay attention to this and begin to turn around so that things become easier and much more better for ourselves and for our children. Next, we are going to talk about finding a healthy balance between being involved in our children's life and also giving them the space. Because, yes, we need to give them the space, the room, the capacity, the opportunity that they need to expand, that they need to grow, to learn and unlearn. And this will not happen if we don't talk about it. This will not happen if we are not communicating. This will not happen if people do not pay attention to how they speak, what they say per time to their children. And we have to give attention to what we are saying to our children per time. We have to be able to say, oh, yes, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Apologize if necessary when you have made a mistake. Own up to it and not use bullish attitude to cover up for our actions because we are adults. We need to adjust our parenting approach. We can do better. And now that we know better, now that we have experienced life and know that we're not perfect. We don't have it all together. We need to give our children the room to be involved and to do things in a way that will build their own capacity. If not, we are doing helicopter parenting. And helicopter parenting is not going to help the child, it's not going to help the parents. It's too stressful, it's too exhausting. At the end of the day, the child doesn't have the capacity to be independent, to say what is on his or her mind. So I want to say thank you for spending time with me on this today. And if they found value in this video, if the things that I've spoken about resonate with you, please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more valuable parenting wisdom. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video or if I'm live, so we can share our thoughts and experiences together and learn from one another. I'll see you when I see you. Thank you.